Hello BPB, welcome to the SSL booth here at NAMM 2020, and we are delighted to show our brand new USB audio interfaces for the first time. We have the SSL2 and the SSL2 Plus. As you can see, both come in the same footprint, finished in a lovely brushed aluminium front panel, and the SSL2 Plus has a few extra features and controls which we'll talk about shortly. Let's talk about what these interfaces both have in common first. Well, they are both USB powered and work at all the major sample rates up to and including 192 kHz. On Mac, they are class compliant, so you plug them in and they just work. On Windows, we have an ASIO/WDM driver for you to install. Now, in the box, you get two cables. These plug into your computer with either a USB-C to C or a USB-C to A cable. We include either, so if you have a newer or an older laptop, they'll work with both. Let's talk about the nitty-gritty feature detail of these two products. So what we have is two channels of class-leading mic amps. So these mic amps are the quietest in the class, achieving an exceptional minus 130.5 dB EIN equivalent input noise figure. They also have a huge 62 dBs of gain, which means they can handle any mic you throw at them. Even the notoriously low output things like SM7s, these handle them really beautifully. Both channels have individual phantom power. They can accept mic, line or instrument levels. The line inputs can even accept a full plus 24 dBu, so if you're integrating this with other professional equipment, it can handle it no problem. Both channels have 5-segment LED metering with a range of 40 dB. Moving on down, we have the legacy 4K switch right at the bottom, which illuminates red when it's active. This is an all-new analog enhancement effect inspired by our legendary SSL 4000 series consoles. We took inspiration from them. We looked at two key aspects. So the first thing you get when you press the 4K button is a high-frequency EQ boost. The 4K was renowned for its kind of forward yet musical high end. Also, you get some subtle harmonic distortion, which just helps pull things together, make it sound a little bit more like a record. We've all been there when we plugged in a microphone, it just sounds a little bit dull and uninspiring, so this gives you another flavour for your mic pre. Moving across, we have the iconic SSL Blue monitoring control that does in fact go to 11. This is of course your volume for your speakers. In the top right, we have the traditional but ever useful monitor mix control, which allows you to balance the input against the USB playback for critical low latency monitoring environments. Now let's get on to a few of the differences between the 2 and the 2 Plus. So the 2 has a single high current headphone amp output, so we can drive low impedance or high impedance headphones, whatever you're plugging into. This thing is powerful. On the 2 Plus, we have two independent headphone outputs, so phones A and phones B. The unique thing about this is phones B can actually source from outputs 3 and 4, meaning you can create a separate headphone mix when two people are working, which is really helpful. Also unique to the 2 Plus is the fact that it has traditional MIDI in and out on the back, and it has additional outputs so you can connect it easily to a DJ mixer. So that's the differences. There's just two more things to talk about, and that is both of these units come supplied with the SSL production pack. So we've teamed up with a number of industry-leading software companies and ourselves to provide a suite of software, plugins, DAWs, virtual instruments. We've got Pro Tools first with an exclusive SSL collection of 23 AAX plugins, Ableton Live Lite, 1.5 gigabytes of samples on Loop Cloud, native instruments, hybrid keys and complete start, and if that wasn't enough, we also have included a copy of SSL Vocal Strip 2 and also SSL Drum Strip, as well as an extended trial of all the other SSL native plugins that we make. And then the final thing really to say about both these units is we've taken our vast experience in manufacturing professional recording consoles for big studios and applied it where it matters in these products. So we use Alps pots throughout, we use AKM converters, and also we use Neutrik connectors on the back. So that's the SSL 2 and 2 Plus. They are shipping now, and they come in at £149.99 excluding VAT pounds, and £199.99 excluding VAT for the 2 Plus. So £149.99 for the SSL2, £199.99 for the 2 Plus. Thank you very much for listening.
you.